the interesting thing, because you brought up this idea about Jaguar, and it's all over the place, and most of the creative people, car aficionados, and even just on the casual onlooker, they're losing their mind right now as it comes to Jaguar, right? But there's a real thing that we're not looking at, and I'd love to take a moment and talk to you about this so that we can unpack the difference between the need to be consistent, which is generally necessary for a personal brand, versus the business brand. Here's the problem. Jaguar is the legacy brand. It's a heritage brand that has a long, deep history with racing and British culture. And it's one of the few iconic car brands from the UK. But what we've seen is their demographic is getting older, and it's not a brand that young people feel connected to. And we can see this because you don't see that many Jags out there. The models that have been released in the last, 20, 30 years have been uninspiring. Their best years are behind them, not in front of them. And recently, in the local car dealerships near my house, they closed down the Jag dealership in favor of a new car brand called Ineos. So it's like, what is going on? So your sales must be really going down the tubes for dealerships to be closing. No one's talking about Jaguar. They had a couple of interesting cars. I think there was an F-Pace. There was a really cool coupe that I was looking at. But when you read the reviews, overpriced, it feels like it's tuned for an older driver, usually a man. And so their market share is dying. So all these people are having a very strong reaction to this crazy departure from the past. So what we need to do is understand there's a real business problem that the Jag execs have to figure out. Number two, there's been a massive disruption in the automobile industry, that the legacies that have been established by the likes of Mercedes, BMW, Porsche with internal combustion engine, ICE engines, are going left, where the new market, dominated by companies like Tesla, have greater stock market value than Mercedes-Benz. So they see where the trend is going, and they're like, what do we need to do? And there's a bunch of electronic or electric car upstarts that are really starting to capture market, and the combustion engine companies are trying to play catch up, and they're having a horrible time doing it. I was reading somewhere that Volkswagen had invested a ton of money to electrify their power plants, and they spent billions of dollars, and they have not made a lot of progress in the way that Tesla has, right? So one, failing business, dying market, no more heat or energy or excitement around combustion engine cars, at least for the foreseeable future. What is Jaguar going to do? They need to blow up their whole brand and start over.